Well, hello, friends. How are you doing? I hope you have had a good day. I have something very exciting to report. At least I found it exciting. Is it rained here a little bit today, and we really need rain because we've been in a drought and we've been in burn bans and everything, and our poor little yard has just been going. Please give me some water. We need some water, please. And truth be told, we have not been the best yard keepers to like water it and stuff. But my husband is going to get back on that because that's his job, not mine. Anyway, tonight we are looking at some dark history of on passive and looking at because okay, here's what happened is I've looked at the top 10 people before. And so the name stuck with me. And I got an update of numbers and I looked at it and I'm like, this name looks familiar. And I'm talking about the number 2 person. And so I looked it up. I'm like, oh, holy crap. I'm like, okay, I got to talk about this. So that's what we're doing because our number 2 man, there's a backstory. And let me pull up my notes. And first of all, let me bring Beth here, the Queen of Spades. She is here, but I had some things that I wanted to go over as well. Beth, how are you doing? I hope you've had a good day. If you're saying anything, we can't hear you. And if you're not saying anything because you are muted, then I'll just keep on talking. Um, I'll just keep on talking. Okay, so, here's the thing. The owners of these companies need the front people, They
All right.
are the
Sure.
ones that make the money. Okay, Beth, you there?
Yes, I am sorry. My little one needed me at the
I had a
bathroom.
feeling. That's why I was like, okay, I'll just keep on going because I have more to say.
But yeah, continue.
Okay, so the front people typically have experience in other such companies. Now,
Mhm.
the exception that I have found that comes to my mind is when I looked at some of the leaders. Now, I am a former Beachbody Hun, so I have done some digging around on some of the Beachbody, top Huns there. And most of them, they were like in their 20s. And so they didn't have like an MLM history or anything. And then
Uh-huh.
I guess the other exception would be looking at the top dogs of Vima, like Alex Morton, who I think his dad, though, had experience in MLM. It's been a moment because I talked about Alex when I covered I Am Academy. But the Vima leaders were college kids because that was the target market for Vima, which, by the way, was shut down as a pyramid scheme. And then I'm going to go back to OneCoin because I talk about this quite frequently. But Ruja Ignatova, she was very good at picking leaders who had connections and who
Mhm.
could recruit. Now, whenever I look at the on passive leaders, I'm always like, okay, that's the fourth string because it's not the first string. I've seen what the first string looks like. The Steinkiller brothers were part of Organa Gold, and Ruja brought them
Mhm.
over to OneCoin, and their
Mhm.
team was called the Dream Team. Igor E. Alberts, who is now the top earner in MLM in the world, making several $1 million. I can't remember, I don't have that pulled up, but he's now with Success Factory, which produces DAG Coin. The Steinkeller brothers also left OneCoin and they started, I'm going to say it was Planet Impact or something, but I believe that has also folded. But
Mhm.
there
I
is
think so.
just overall, there is this pattern of people knowing people and having experience. So when I talk
Mhm.
about people who are the leaders per se in on passive, I'm doing it because it shows again a pattern that they have a past and they have experience and they're bringing that to the latest thing.
Mhm.
That's why we do this. It's not because we want to just like pick on people. It's really to show there's a pattern. Beth, do you have anything to add to that?
No, I just agree with everything you said.
And so,
I
I
mean,
mean,
there is. It's like a chain, right?
yeah,
You can always
absolutely.
do one from to the other, and it just keeps going.
And who knows who from where. I mean, maybe I'm weird because I find these stories very interesting. It's like, that's who you know. Oh, you came from here. Who else came from there? Oh, to
Yeah.
me, connecting those dots fascinates me.
It's like a
And like I
mystery.
said, I'm probably weird that I'm interested in that.
No, I do the same thing when I was looking at Organal Gold. When you came to me about OneCoin too, and I was like, yeah, I found that stuff way too stressful for me. I was
Yeah, it's
like,
something
that's
weird.
all over the place. Everyone's connected to everything. It's crazy.
And so tonight we are going to be looking at, like I said, the number 2 guy. But to kick it all off, we do need to start with a song, and I mean song 26. Yes,
26.
ladies and gentlemen, we have a new song 26. I mean, can you believe it? I mean,
I can now.
you would think that these songs would stop eventually, but they just keep coming, you know? It's just like
Oh,
you turn around and say, "Oh my god, there's another song." And so, yeah, let me find it, 'cause I did not get that pulled up yet, but I am now. And then we are going to go over a couple of articles that have to do with this person who is in the number 2 spot.
yeah, because Michael's in the number 1 spot, right?
Correct.
Okay, yeah, okay, I thought so. So we got Michael Williams from Canada in number 1, and then this Frank is number 2.
2 also from
Lovely.
Canada.
What the hell? Okay, I apologize on behalf of all of Canada. We are just bringing it with this company, apparently.
I'm like, "Oh, do I tell her in advance or do I wait for her reaction?" I'm like, "I'll wait for her reaction."
Yeah, that's more fun. Everyone
Okay,
does.
here we go for song 26.
Oh, Lord. Did ONPASSIVE blow up?
I would have gonna be sim, where them a chat turn up. Well, this song goes out to all the founders out there and the future customers. To Ash Mufareh and his team, we say God bless you. To win it, doesn't matter where you come. Together we win it. Doesn't matter where you're from, we came to win it. Yeah, to win it. Doesn't matter where you're from. It's time to put on a smile. Smile. We've been waiting for a while. It's time for a new lifestyle. That's joy. We taking over worldwide. Yeah. Don't get connected. Don't be deserted. Don't be late, cause the train is to leave. Don't feel rejected. You are accepted. No matter who you are, just believe. We came to win it. To win it. Doesn't matter where you are. Together we win it. Doesn't matter where you from. We came to win it. Doesn't matter where you are. Doesn't matter where you are. Doesn't matter where you're from. Hold on in the faith. We shall pass through the storm. Together we are strong. We shall conquer and reach where we belong. Yeah. We flying across the globe, just to leave our legacy. We flying across the globe, just to leave our legacy. Come join the movement. We in it to win it, doesn't matter where you are. Together we win it to win it.
Yeah.
That scared the crap out of me at the end. I was not expecting. I was just like, whoa, they're talking. Ooh, that was
Yeah. And you know, I didn't have to meme this one much because he already like memed it for me.
I know, I don't know what happened. I was like, what is he?
I'm
Okay.
like, did he watch some of mine and decide, you know what? I'm gonna put some dancing in here.
I know. I was like, I don't think that those are Alonda's dancing people in there. I think
Well,
that
they
they're
were.
alone there, dude. Like, I also like how at the end they were just like Corinne. And then the last woman didn't even get a name. They were like, this one doesn't need a last name. And then this last lady, we're just going to show her face.
Yeah. With no name.
That was rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was very like at the beginning. Very.
So that's song 26. Curious, that's a weird song, not my fave. Okay, yeah, okay. Imagine doing, oh my God, how am I going to ever do a tier with all 26? But and then there'll be 27. Before you know, there'll be 50 songs. It's like, oh, holy crap.
That's the thing is that they are technically, yeah, they're going on 30 songs. I mean, if this thing doesn't stop soon, we will be at 50 in no time.
It's like, you guys really need to stop with the songs, you know.
That was very culty at the end.
Yeah, that really bothered me. And I'm looking at these people going, none of you should be in this because you're not winning anything.
Yeah. I don't know what we're winning still.
So frustrating. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about the dude that we're going to be talking about.
All they have are songs, no products. Sorry. Like, that is true, though. That's all they have is a bunch of songs. Maybe they should just go into music production.
Oh, don't give them any ideas.
We'll have O music.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So the number 2 guy has 2,344 accounts underneath him. But there's a second account which has 299 under it, and a third that has 204 for a grand total of 2,647 accounts under him.
And hold up. He can't sell those or get rid of them either.
Yeah.
So those are now all of his because of this whole new.
Well, no. I think that those are the people that are underneath him. is what I'm thinking. Because remember, there was a time when you were, quote, building a team, which I guess now you do have a team, but they're not calling it a team, but yet they call it a team. I
Yeah.
don't think these are all his accounts. These are just underneath him, is the way that I'm reading the information provided to me.
That's a lot of accounts.
That's a lot of accounts, but we don't know how many could be dupes. We don't know if Sally Sue is underneath him and Sally has 20 accounts. You know, you know what I mean? So we
I
don't know
feel
that.
like we could pretty much say that a lot of them have probably a bunch of accounts, which is why my head exploded at this number, because I was like, a lot of those accounts are just going to be people and their duplicate accounts, and they all have to own those now. Like,
And you know what also bothers me is that when they were running around recruiting like this, they thought it was going to, quote unquote, help them because there was going to be that percentage that you would get from, you know, your downline, so to speak. But now, no, we're not doing that. We don't know what the comp plan is. We have no idea because it's all, you know, top secret and undisclosed. So it
yeah,
bothers me that I feel like people were sent out basically to just chase their own tail and go nowhere.
yeah,
And
this
basically,
thing's set up for them to fail. Like, he's done nothing to ensure that they could be successful, even in his own freaking company. It drives me nuts.
so all of that work was for naught, and that really that irritates me. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
so
And
you
it's
work
not
your
fair
ass
because they're
off.
promised something at the beginning. And like I said, like, you're not making an educated decision about this business when you're told one thing and then later on down the line it changes all of a sudden.
Right.
Like, that's not fair to do to anybody.
So prior to ONPASSIVE, he was the president of Impact 101. According to Behind MLM, which we're going to read that article, Impact 101 operated as an 8-tier cycler Ponzi scheme. Now, we have not heard from Frankie Boy in any ONPASSIVE webinar since I started covering ONPASSIVE back in November of 2021. I just know about him because he turns up as number 2 on the list.
Yeah, but you would think he would be in some, eh? Like, now that you mention that, I'm like, yeah, why haven't we seen Frank anywhere?
My guess is he got irritated and he's like, okay, well, I'm just going to stop putting, well, number one, I'm going to stop recruiting because, you know, why am I doing all of that when it's not going to do me any good anymore? You know, I don't remember at what point when we were told, like, don't bother recruiting. Even though we want you to recruit, but recruiting, you don't have, I don't know. I get confused. Let me see. And then let's see, and we're going to read an article about this too. He was ordered to pay $70,000 by the British Columbia Securities Commission for using funds he raised from investors for personal purposes. And you'll find out what all of that was. Most recently, Frankie Boy is pushing Punk Panda. And there are thumbnails with ONPASSIVE's O Trim on it with Punk Panda. So it makes me wonder this. Okay, if he has a large downline in ONPASSIVE, has he told other people that are connected to him through ONPASSIVE to join Punk Panda? Did he take them over there? Because, like what I was talking about to begin with, people do take people with them. It's not like they're just like, you just stay over there. You know, it's not unheard of. So they could be in both. So it just makes things that make you go, huh? It's just kind of a little sus to me. And I wouldn't be surprised. In 2020, he was an independent distributor for a medical device called Beamer. Now, I have not really looked into that, and I did not look on QuackWatch to see if it's listed there or not, but I wouldn't be surprised if it is. And also 2020, he was the managing director of something called Castle Rock Research, which kind of looked like you're an affiliate. And what that is, they sell study materials for like, high school type stuff is what it looks like. Before Impact 101, he was running something called Worldwide Shoppers Club, which was an MLM e-commerce platform. From 1975 to 1999, he was a store manager at Safeway Canada. And so it goes back to questions that I have is why don't we hear from Frank in ONPASSIVE? Why is he pursuing Punk Panda? And did he bring any of his downline with him to Punk Panda? Which I kind of went over some of that. But those are questions I'm like, what's going on here? A little bit suspicious to me. Kind of smells. Do you have any reactions to any of that, Beth?
I mean, I'm not really surprised. I think it's interesting that he owes $70,000.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing.
No,
for
it's
anyone.
not.
Worries me a bit.
Okay. So let's look at this first article that appeared on Behind MLM. Let me find it. Okay. So this was from March 1st of 2019. Okay, Impact 101 bills itself as a totally new initiative of QRGL Marketing Incorporated. The company is a global leader in the IT space with a worldwide team, worldwide servers, and long-serving relationships with other key international IT companies. Frank Servedio and Hans Luhmann have been successfully combining their respective skills since they started QRGL marketing in 2011. Oh, I didn't write that one down. So there was something else he was involved in. Got to put that down on my list. I missed that.
Lovely.
Frank Servedio serves as president of Impact 101. Luhmann doesn't appear to have an executive position, but is credited as a co-founder. Prior to Impact 101, Servedio and Luhmann were running Worldwide Shoppers Club. Worldwide Shoppers Club was an MLM e-commerce platform. The company appears to have been abandoned sometime last year ahead of Impact 101's launch in mid-January 2019. Read on for a full review of Impact 101 MLM opportunity. So we'll look at the products. We're not going to look at the compensation plan because we all know, or at least Beth and I know, they're all flipping confusing as all get out. And that's not the point. We're not here to sit here and let's go through let's look at the compensation plan. But you know what? There is a compensation plan. So you know what? There's one up on ONPASSIVE right there. Impact 101 has no retailable products or services, with affiliates only able to market Impact 101 affiliate membership itself, which is a problem. Okay, so they had the matrix thing. Okay, so we'll just go down to here. Joining Impact 101. Impact 101 affiliate membership is tied to an initial $40 to $4,800 matrix position purchase. Wow, that's an expensive purchase for a matrix position, basically $5,000. Full participation across all of the Impact 101's 8 cycler tiers cost $9,570. Under the cliched guise of crowdfunding and accepting and giving donations, Impact 101 operates as an 8-tier cycler Ponzi scheme. What separates Impact 101 from legitimate crowdfunding is the fact that payments are made for the sole reason to qualify to receive payments from other participants. Legitimate donations are made without exception, or indeed the possibility of receiving payment from other donors. Across its 8 cycler tiers, Impact 101 simply shuffles newly invested funds, positions purchases to pay existing investors. Half of what's invested at each tier is paid to affiliates, with the rest split between generating a new position and Impact 101's admins. Example, at the $600 tier, a complete 2x2 matrix generates $3,600. $1,800 is paid out, and another $600 is used to generate a new position, leaving $1,200 for Frank Servedio and Hans Luhmann. This on top of any preloaded admin positions, Servedio and Luhmann have guarantees they'll receive the majority of funds invested in Impact 101 cycler positions. The whole thing is a bit tragic, really, considering QRLG marketing has been around since 2011. Worldwide Shoppers Club never really took off. The initial offering combined third-party affiliate networks with 4 merchants. Oh, here we have a picture of it. There was also a $25 fee that, in addition to rebate overage, was paid out based on recruitment. Dun, dun, dun. Wow. In 2014, Worldwide Shoppers Club embraced cryptocurrency. Initially, the company used Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Aurora Coin. On or around 2016, the focus changed to Mercator coin, some waste of time altcoin that doesn't exist anymore. Considering Worldwide Shoppers Club was paying exclusively in whatever that coin is called, this probably contributed to the company's collapse. No doubt, Servedio and Luhmann made a packet accepting Bitcoin for that other coin. But spare a thought for Worldwide Shoppers Club affiliates who were ultimately left bag holding a worthless shitcoin. QRLG marketing, meanwhile, appears to have been repurposed to provide Impact 101 affiliates with landing pages. Note that this doesn't make Impact 101's fraudulent business model legal. As with all MLM Ponzi schemes, once affiliate recruitment dies down, so too will new position purchases. This will stall Impact 101 cyclers, and when enough matrices within the 8 cycler tiers have stalled, prompt a collapse. The math behind Ponzi schemes guarantees that when they collapse, the majority of investors lose money. Let me see. Sounds like a Ponzi scheme. Noble 8 revolution. Let's see. Just see if there's anything down here.
A lot of people telling Oz he's wrong as usual because they love the business. Oz being all throwing spade at them.
Just like, sorry for your loss is usually what Oz is saying. Okay. All right. Then the next article that we have to look at.
I'm scared. It's never good information. I also sent you some information on what Beamer is.
Oh, good.
In the private chat, it's an interesting one.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, I had pulled that up myself and didn't look at it too closely.
Oh, it's on MLM too. It's very interesting.
We can look at is it an MLM? Because I didn't look at it that close.
Pretty much.
I thought so because it looks like there's an affiliate thing with it.
Yeah, you join their team to sell the
thing,
medical devices.
Yeah, look over on Quack Watch and see if it's over there listed. So, a Kelowna man. Is that how you say it, Beth?
Kilowana.
Kelowna man who raised money for the development of a blockchain platform will pay, and this was from May 2nd of 2021, will pay $70,000 to the British Columbia Securities Commission,
It is.
for using funds he raised from investors for personal purposes. Never a good thing. Francisco Servedio received $3.2 million from investors between March 2015 and July 2017
Holy
to develop
crap.
a blockchain platform that would use a new cryptocurrency. The cryptocurrency, which could be exchanged for Bitcoin, was used as a form of payment by a limited group of merchants.
I don't get that. Why would you create a cryptocurrency that you can trade for another cryptocurrency? Am I missing something?
I don't know, but
why would you just trade
that.
the original one? Like, sorry, I don't understand that at all, and why they keep doing that unless it's scams, you know?
Exactly.
Like, why?
When the funds were invested, he did not indicate that he would use the money for personal purposes. Of course not.
Well,
Which
yeah.
violates the Securities Act's provision on misrepresentation. I would say so.
Yeah, he's not going to be like, thanks, guys. Can you invest in my business so that I could go and eat out at fancy restaurants and stay at some really good hotels and maybe buy a new car? Because people are like, no.
When the platform stopped operating in 2017, Servedio was able to return nearly the full amount of the original funds raised to investors because the price of Bitcoin had risen during this period.
Just luck.
Yeah. In addition to the immediate payment, Servedio is prohibited for 10 years from relying on an exemption in the Act, regulations, or a decision, becoming or acting as a director or officer or an issuer of a registrant. And I would presume that means basically owning and running a company.
Yeah, what the hell's going on, sir? You should not be an ONPASSIVE right now.
Becoming or acting as a registrant or a promoter, but he is a promoter of ONPASSIVE and also Punk Panda.
But no matter what, that one takes him out of the MLMs. If the last one didn't,
yeah,
like, he's not supposed to be doing any of these businesses for 10 years. So we got a problem, Frankie.
Advising or acting in a management or consultative capacity in the securities or derivatives market. In addition, Servedio is unable to engage in promotional activities by or on behalf of an issuer, security holder, or party to a derivative, or someone who could reasonably benefit from the promotional activity. So he should not be out there doing these webinars on Punk Panda, which he is.
Not on Punk Panda, not on ONPASSIVE, not on any business whatsoever.
Anything. Which
I will. Years.
We will look at. Give me just a second her. We will look at some of that. Oh, okay. Quackwatch. Was there anything about it at Quackwatch?
Yep, I just sent you the link in private. I was like, oh my God, there actually is. Like, as if. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Of course.
Wow. Because, yeah, this is a pseudoscience-based product, obviously. So they've proven that they claim that they're using, like, electromagnetic fields in the air and the world and your energy to basically, like, go back into your body and fix things medically, just to, like, sum it up in layman terms. Okay.
Right.
And so, yeah, they've looked into it, and it's very obvious that this is a fake pseudoscience. It's like jelly juice or something, you know? You can't trust it. Don't do it.
Okay, so I just looked him up, and he has two different YouTube channels here with 60 subscribers and another one with 16 subscribers. And his channel, I mean, he doesn't have like a lot of views, but there he is with Team Power with the Impact 101.
It's so weird because he's like, how do these people fly under the radar? And then how does he have 200 views, but then he has like 16 subscribers?
See, I know it's weird, but yet on passive, he's got over 2,000 accounts underneath him. I mean, like, I guess
Yeah, I
people or
don't,
multiple accounts. I don't know how many are actual people.
because you would think more people would be watching his videos then as well. Because look, okay, how much does the ONPASSIVE have? 31 views? Is that what that says?
81.
81 views? Oh, well, not much better for, like, I don't get that. You have all those people under you, apparently. And then you only get 81 views.
I know something does not add up,
Weird.
isn't it? I mean, it's just like it doesn't add up. It doesn't make any kind of sense. No matter which way I try to slice that banana, it's not making any sense to me.
No. Even his Punk Panda stuff isn't like getting a whole bunch of views either.
No.
I don't know how many people he has under him in Punk Panda, but you would still expect more views. I don't know. This is so weird. But then it's like Ash's channel. Ash has his own channel too, and it only has like 1,000 subscribers. Like, I think he and I have similar subscribers, and it's like, you got 1 million founders under you. Shouldn't you have more
I have a lot
subscribers?
more.
I'm just saying.
Well, the only one that has any kind of like real views, which is not even 1,000, is this one here with Michael Williams.
Well,
And so I'm kind of going like, how have you been able to do this? And I just keep going back to, you had to have been bringing people over from what you have been in before. Somehow. But even then, it's not like he has a big social media presence anywhere that I can find.
And it looks like he hasn't been posting on this thing for at least a year.
Yeah.
So that's weird. I wonder if he got caught. I wonder if he got caught online promoting these things, and that's why he like decided to, I don't know, take down stuff or something. It just seems weird because, yeah, in the last year, it looks like he hasn't even been on those channels. We haven't seen him in any of the webinars and stuff. Like, I don't ever remember seeing him, and that's weird too.
And
so
even
now I'm caught
in some of the stuff in the vault and everything that I've done, I have not heard his name brought up.
It's so weird. It's always harder to find stuff on us Canadians because we have a way bigger privacy law than you guys.
Oh.
So like things like records aren't public, so you can't like look up that kind of stuff. But I don't know how because we know that he is active there.
Yeah.
We've had it confirmed that he's active at ONPASSIVE and at Punk Panda right now, though. But then, yeah, you would think he would be promoting it. But like I said, if he's not allowed to be like doing these businesses for another several years here, like another 5 years or so, maybe he has to try to lay low while he does these, right?
Well, maybe, okay. If he thought joining ONPASSIVE meant I build a downline and that downline is going to generate, that residual income, that, once he realized, okay, that's not going to work out like that, then why was he put energy towards it? And then he hears about Punk Panda and is like, well, let me check this out. Now, I don't know who he knew over at Punk Panda to jump over there. This dude, what is it? TW something another. Let me go back. Who is it? TW Dawson. TW Dawson was part of Melaleuca. And so
that's where it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I saw that I think he was in some kind of lawsuit or something with Melon Luca, or maybe I'm getting him
Mhm.
confused with something else. I mean, you look at so many of these things, they start all kind of like blurring together. And I haven't really looked into T.W. Dawson because I wasn't like going into like, well, let's check out, Punk Panda. I wasn't doing that. So I find it just Linda, is there another new on passive song? Because I just played song 26. Oh my God. Tell me no. Um, so maybe he is trying to lay low. And maybe if he took people over to Punk Panda too, and he has them in on passive, maybe it's kind of like a double dip type of situation.
Yes. I'm just wondering if there's any connection to him and Matthew Connolly or anyone over at Punk Panda.
Well, let's see what you find out.
Yeah, I'll dig around and see if I can find anything. Because it's a very weird. I don't know how he would have just gotten over there either.
Yeah, because I mean, he's going to have to have known somebody. But he was, I mean, obviously he was in something that did crypto something another. What was that he was in that did crypto? Let me look at my notes again. Oh crap, I'm pulling up the wrong thing because I was looking up. But I was putting together a script for another MLM crypto thing. You see, what was it?
Why does Crypto Wealth Builders sound familiar?
Oh my God, there's so many of them. Well, okay, I'm not seeing something that tells me straight up what he was trying to build that was a crypto thing, but would it make sense? Okay, the Impact 101 was just a Ponzi scheme cycler. So that was not crypto. It didn't say it was crypto, right?
Right.
Okay.
No, that was like you donate money to the group and then you get paid money from the group, basically, is what that one was. So it's like a straight up Ponzi scheme, even in how they explain how it goes.
Yeah.
Right?
So, but whatever he was going to be creating was something with, blockchain. Because we
There's
read that.
apparently a lot of crypto people that are into this Punk Panda because it's a messaging app that pays you to use it, but apparently it has some special privacy. And you can get paid in cryptocurrency from them.
Night, Joe. Yeah, I know that you like get tokens or something, and those tokens that you can then trade or something, and like it's going to be their coin. I don't think that coin has even come out, and so that's never a good thing.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if they met through like a crypto one. Because I feel like every single time that we look into one of these people with on passive and we look into their past, we find something to do with crypto.
Yeah.
And that seems to be like the one connection that they all really have. And like technically, yeah, he was a part of something that built crypto. So then when I just looked up Punk Panda, I noticed that a lot of the people that are using it are crypto people.
Right.
Because you can message and trade and stuff, like using their app or whatever. So I'm guessing that's probably how he was probably involved somehow in the crypto. Because even the other guys in On Passive were in crypto.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if he maybe came with those guys.
Yeah, I was trying to look up some of that to see.
Like it wouldn't be weird either if like Michael Williams and him knew each other.
They didn't, because I saw part of a webinar where they were like, "Oh, we just recently met," because that's what I was thinking initially.
All right.
So I was like, aha. And then I'm like, nope, it's not that.
Yeah, I don't know, but it could be the crypto thing. Because I do feel like all these guys are connected in crypto, and then all the crypto people are connected to all the crypto. They're all connected.
Yeah.
So
They
that
know
wouldn't
each
be
other.
too far.
They all know each other. Linda, put the link to the new song in the chat. I'm curious about what it is and horrified at the same time.
We don't need any more songs.
We don't.
Stop with the songs.
We don't need that.
Why don't they write a song to tell us what the next plan is? Tell them to do that. Tell them the next song. We want them to tell us the next steps that people are supposed to do in their company.
I really don't know if there is it's any kind of plan.
That's what I mean. They better come up with one because we've been waiting now. Going on like, a week of just everyone sitting and waiting to be told what to do. This would not fly in any other MLM. The Hunbots would have a huge issue. They would be flipping out by now.
For what?
Pardon?
What would they be flipping out about?
If like all of a sudden like their compensation plan or like what they were supposed to be doing just like disappeared. Oh, you can't recruit anymore, ladies. And then they got shut off. And then they're like, okay, what do we do now? And their CEO didn't tell them. In any other company, the Huns would be losing their minds by now. And they'd be all over social media like, oh my God, I'm in this MLM and they're not even telling me what to do. It's awful, blah, blah, blah. Like we've seen it before when they've gotten mad at companies, right? So this is the only one where they're like, okay, I'll just wait. Whenever you're ready, Ash.
Oh. The songs have more views than the webinars. Well, I mean, that's really all I have for you guys tonight is just going over, Frank's background. Hey, Hannah. How are you, sweetheart?
Good.
I like your hat. That's super cute.
It's supposed to. What's it supposed to be?
It's supposed to be a headband.
It's supposed to be a headband.
Oh, okay. Well, it's a big headband, so it looks like a hat.
Yeah. All right, Maggie. Go. Lay down. Have a good one. I'll be in a bit.
So that's basically what I have for now. That's kind of short and sweet.
Yeah. For once, there's a short ONPASSIVE stream.
Yeah, really, which is, bizarre because usually they're very long. But the songs have more views. I already said that. Duh. Anyway, but so we need to at least close out with another song. So we do need a number between 1 and
pick a number.
26. I mean, must we really? 1 and 26. Did y'all see what Chris? No, we didn't. I have not seen what Chris said about us. What did he say about us? Was he mean?
Remember, he doesn't swear. So,
yeah.
What's that?
Curious says 18.
18. I don't even know what song that is. Even if people pick the same number over and over again, I probably would never end up memorizing what song it was. So
I wouldn't either. All I know is like what number 1 is. I'm like, oh, no, I remember what that is. That's the anthem. And I did my 3rd video on QNet came out today. And it's all about, their dark history.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who this Right Knight is. Number 18 is not the Morocco song, Curious.
It's not?
Nope.
No, I was like, look, she knows what. I was like, they know what song. We figured it out. And then I'm like, oh no, never mind.
Here we go. Let's hear the song. Are y'all ready?
All right, let's do it. I like this part.
Oh, I know you do.
This is always my favorite part. They did this. This is one of the ones where you hardly had to meme because I feel like they memed themselves throughout the video of it. I was like, no, they put themselves in there with all those explosions and stuff. Okay, that was all them. They're like, this will look good.
So yeah, that was 18.
Yes,
they made the unicorn, not me.
Alonda's meme, like we're like, at the end of this, we really want a big unicorn going across on a bike doing a wheelie.
Yeah,
because we're the unicorn company.
That was them.
Mm-hmm, all them. I know it seems like it would have been Alonda doing the meme, doesn't it?
It seemed like something I would come up with, but no, I didn't.
Yeah, she didn't have to do that one. See, that's what I mean. Like some of them, I'm like, Melinda, you didn't even have to meme this one. They meme themselves.
Nope, I didn't
get
meme
it at that too.
Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. Thank you so much for participating in the chat, and thank you to my mods as well. And Beth, thank you for your time. And I'm not sure what else I'm doing this week. I guess I'm figuring it out. I have some things that I haven't gotten to that I may get to that will probably be streams, but haven't decided yet. What can I say? I don't always have everything just planned out. I don't know about you, Beth, but I just don't go by a calendar like I'm doing this on this day and this.
Yeah,
sometimes I do and sometimes I don't, and this week, not so much. Anyway, have a wonderful rest of your evening, and don't forget you are beautiful and I love you. Good night.
Good night. I love you too. Bye.